All right, welcome to the Comeback Kingmaker system. As promised, I'm going to respect your time and get straight into this content-rich presentation. I'm going to take this camera off so that you can focus on this. I've put a lot of thought and prayer and love into this. And if you focus right now, just for the next 20 minutes, however long, go all the way to the end and implement, man, like even half of what I'm about to say. Your chances of succeeding, your chances of not letting this situation that you're in define you. It doesn't define you anyways, but if it gets in your head, it will. If you implement even half of what I'm about to say, your chances of beating the odds, moving past this, the looking back at this and seeing everything that's going on as the best case scenario for you, as God's absolute best, as a good thing, not a bad thing, as a launching pad, not a wall. The chances go through the roof. And what you are looking at right now in your life is, for most men, a wall. Okay? Most men do not make it past where you're at right now. They don't. I've seen it happen a million times. I have felt the weight of that wall, and I have felt the despair and the hopelessness, and I have felt my faith falter for the first time ever because that midlife wall is so intense. It's a filter to filter out the boys from the men, the warriors from the weak. Are you going to make it? Are you going to make it to the end of this presentation? You know what? Let me commend you, actually, before I even start this, because you've already watched my entire ad. You've read the caption. You've talked to me over DM. And now you're here actually going through this training. And that's not counting or taking account for all the other people that you're trying to get counsel from, all the books you're probably reading, all the prayers you're throwing up. You're doing the work. That's what I'm saying, okay? And I commend you. Most men do not do it, and most men stop right here. They tap out. They may not think they do, but they do. Internally, they lose heart. You ever heard of Hell Week? Navy SEALs, Hell Week? If you can't take it anymore, you ring the bell and you're out. Most men ring the bell right the heck now. Right where you're at. My goal is for you to not be most men. You have to keep going. You have to persevere, and you are going to, in Jesus' name. I don't care what your situation looks like. Honestly, it doesn't get much worse than where I was at. I don't care what hole you got yourself in. I don't care how much money you owe. I don't care how far behind you are in child support or where the child custody situation is at. I don't care how big the wall is. Nothing can separate you from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. And the good work that God has begun in you, he will be faithful to complete it unto the day of Jesus Christ, so long as you believe it. And I'm here to tell you to believe it, because you can do it. You can do it. You do half of what I'm about to say, and your chances go through the roof of not just surviving this, not just succeeding, becoming a freaking, like, just a beast in the kingdom, a force to be reckoned with. And I'm not just saying words. This is the truth. Let's go. The Comeback Kingmaker. Let me get myself out of here and let me see if I can get us into a full screen here. Okay. The Comeback Kingmaker. The shortcut to engineering your ultimate comeback while building a profitable, purpose-driven personal brand in just 180 days. Without fear and no matter how many times you have already tried. Now, who is this for? This is for any man who might be wondering, what happened to the man that I used to be? This is for Christian men who have experienced success before, but they've hit a major setback and are serious about rebuilding stronger than ever. This is for kingdompreneurs who are in between businesses and suffering from the uncertainty of not knowing what their next move should be. This is for marketplace men of God who have seemingly lost their mojo and no longer love what they do for a living, or almost anything else for that matter. This is for divorced men suffering from loneliness, having lost their families and sense of purpose due to some combination of hardship, infidelity, abandonment, and or addiction. This is for anyone stuck in a vicious comeback cycle. Every time you think you're back up on your feet, down you go. Rinse and repeat. And this is for isolated kings. Kings are made in the same type of cave that you are currently in, but they are not sustained there, and they certainly do not survive, let alone thrive there. This is for anyone who needs to create their personal comeback strategy, for those ready for transformation, for men who want to restore their confidence, move into mission, and connect with a supportive community. If you are seriously ready to rise above your challenges and create a life that you love, then pay close attention, because this could very well transform your life. Now, here's what we're going to cover today. A simple 4-step game plan to achieve your comeback in as little as 180 days, even if you feel stuck and unsure of where to start. The real reason why you're struggling with self-doubt, with resistance, and with lack of direction, and what you can do today to reclaim your purpose, build your confidence, and strengthen your support network. Why following outdated advice is the absolute worst way to rebuild your life, and a radical new approach that works 10 times better. How to use your spare time to discover your God-given vocation, build a personal brand around it that makes you money while you sleep at night, and makes an impact for the kingdom in a way that infuses your life with meaning, purpose, and mansions on earth as it is in heaven. And a way to finally become the man that your loved ones deserve, with all the confidence, clarity, and community that goes along with that. Now, here's my promise to you. My promise to you is this, is to provide you with everything you need so you can start rebuilding your life while building your own profitable, kingdom-building personal brand in community with like-minded men. This training is the real deal, man. The strategies and methods that you're about to discover are the exact same strategies that I used to personally regain my confidence and spark while making a spectacular 6-figure comeback in less than 12 months. And if I'd known then what I know now, 180 days. Tops. A little bit about me. My name is Preston Neely. I'm the founder and CEO of Comeback Kings. I built several 7-figure businesses in the tech and fitness industry, lived the lifestyles of the rich and famous lifestyle, and then lost everything, not once, but multiple times. I know what it's like to go from living in penthouses surrounded by friends and family to sleeping on the floor of a vacant home surrounded by no one and nothing. But I also know what it takes to rebuild at the highest level, and this time on a foundation that never breaks. You see, I discovered that when you build on Jesus as your rock, as your very identity, your comeback is a promise, not a hope. Now, I have not been coaching and consulting for 3 to 5 years like almost everyone else on the internet. I've been coaching for 13 to 15 years like almost no one on the internet. I've helped over 2,000 men become financially and even holistically free since 2007, and I've spent the past 2 years helping men discover their ultimate major purpose in life and rebuild their lives on a solid foundation that does not shift or change with the times. The vast majority of my clients were able to do this, even if they felt hopeless, even if they faced significant setbacks, and even if they had tried what they feel is quote unquote everything. I promise you, you have not tried what I'm about to teach you. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how all these clients did it. Does that sound good? You excited? All right, so does this sound like you? Before we go into all this, let me quickly just check in with you so I can just get my finger on the pulse, see where you're at. Does any of this sound like you? Do you wake up each day feeling like you're just going through the motions, disconnected from your passions, like you're somewhat lost? Are you haunted by the feeling that you're letting or have let yourself and your loved ones down? Do you feel or find yourself withdrawing from friends and family, feeling like no one understands your struggles? Does it seem like God is no longer for you but against you. Like he's removed your power to make wealth, like in Deuteronomy 8:18. Are you at a loss for what to do in terms of vocation? Do you feel the anxiety that comes along with the mistaken belief that everything is your fault and whether you succeed or fail, it's all up to you? Do you feel alone? Do you fear you're running out of time to turn things around? And worst of all, do you sometimes wonder if this is all there is to life? I've got good news for you, because if any of that sounds like you, the good news is none of those things are the real problem. The real problem is that you don't have a Christ-centered system for achieving your comeback. Now, I'm going to hand you that system right here, right now. But for the moment, just understand this. Once you have it, you will wake up every day inspired and ready to tackle your goals. You will feel a deep sense of connection with yourself and those around you. You will know who you really are and what time it really is. You will confidently share your story and your brand, which I'll show you how to build, with the whole world while saving thousands of souls in the process. And you'll finally feel proud of the man that you are becoming and excited about your future. Sound good? All right, here's the bottom line. There's a system that will allow you to reinvent yourself and rebuild your life without losing hope, and even if you feel completely overwhelmed. With this system, everything works. Without it, nothing works. That means that everything you've been feeling, all the confusion, all the loneliness, all the fear, uncertainty, all the self-doubt, none of that is your fault. You just didn't have a system. Now you will. Are you ready to get started? I'm excited just talking about this, man. Honestly, I'm excited for you because I know what this has done for me and others.